Which brings us to today's question of the week, where Audrey asked the DHS students about their favorite books.
Today we asked students and teachers what their favorite books are and why they like them.
My favorite book is Speak by Laurie Anderson. It has a movie too, but I read the book before I watched the movie. It's just about this girl that went through something like really traumatic, like in the summer, like of 8th grade going into freshman year, and she basically like took like a vow of silence, like through her freshman year, like she did not speak at all because she was just very traumatized. And it's like very dramatic, but it's also like it has a really good message. Why I like it, I guess it's at the time that I read it in the first time, I was also like a freshman, and I guess it kind of resonated. Nothing like that ever traumatic happened to me, but I could see how she interacted with like her friends and how she felt like she couldn't tell anybody anything. Resonated with how I feel like a lot of young people feel dealing with their own problems. I feel like you can't like tell anybody about anything because you'll get like made fun of or something, especially being in high school. So I like that part of it a lot. I feel like it was relatable in some way to a lot of people.
So one of my favorites that I'm going to mention just because it's Black History Month is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. And then it's about a girl who's overcoming grief, and she's thrown into a world of magic and a retelling of King Arthur. I like that the main character is African American, and it deals with racism and racial disparity, as well as adding in magic and overcoming losing someone very special to you and how that grief can affect you.
My favorite book is If He Had Been With Me. It's a really good book. It's about like these two friends, and then I don't want to spoil it too much, but like you can tell in the book what happens right at the beginning, but then the way that they build it up, it's a really good book. Like it really like touches you inside. I really like it just for like how I stated before, how it's like you can tell what's going to happen, but it's the way that the author like writes it out, and it's just very like well thought out and well planned that it really just like tugs you even more when you read it. And they came out with a second one too, and the second one like it just draws you in even more with it.
I love reading. I love books. I go through and read crazy numbers of books a year, and every time I read a book, it's like, that's my favorite. But one of my favorites right now is Night by Eli Wiesel. It is about Eli Wiesel's experience during the Holocaust and how he went through the concentration camps and how he survived and his experiences. It's a narrative nonfiction book. It is phenomenal, and it is really impactful and really, really important for, I think, every kid to read at some point. I like the fact that it is a real story. It is written like it's a fiction story, but it's his actual experiences. It is something that is legitimate. And to know that this is someone's actual experiences, it kind of puts the face to the event, and it makes it seem more like closer to me than when you just learn about it in the Holocaust in history class. Learning about it through his experiences makes it real.
What's your favorite book? This is mine, Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. Have a great day, Broncos.